Hi everyone, today I am here with you to start the lesson The Enchanted Pool. Here is a lesson The Enchanted Pool. This lesson it tells us about the eldest of the Pandavas. Who is the eldest of the Pandavas? Yes, Yudhishthira, Dharmaraya. He is the eldest of the Pandavas. And you know the Pandavas' name. Yudhishthira, Bhima, Arjuna, Nakula and Sahadeva. So, the lesson, The Enchanted Pool, it is a small story which has happened in the Mahabharata. You have know about the Mahabharata in serial and storybooks. So, the Enchanted Pool. Enchanted means pool it is enchanted by someone. Enchanted means which is placed under a magic spell. Pool. Pool means a small area of water. So, the lesson it is written by Chakravarti Rajagopalachari. He is popularly known as Rajaji. He was a great patriot as well as an astute politician. Astute means wise politician, and an incisive thinker. Incisive means sharp thinker, and also author of many books. His popular books are Bhagavad Gita, the Upanishads, Ramayana and Mahabharata. Pandavas and Kauravas once they played game of dice. Dice means a small cube with each side having a different number of spots on it, or it is a type of game. They played the game of dice, so one who lose the game they had to renounce the entire kingdom and they had to live in the forest for 12 long years in the exile. Exile means we say Vanavasa. One day, the Pandava brothers wandered deep into the forest in pursuit of a deer. So, five brothers grew more and more weary and thirsty. Yudhishthira sank down under a tree to rest and said to Nakula, "Brother, climb the tree and see whether there is any pool or river nearby." Weary means tired. Sank down means sat down. Yudhishthira taking rest, sitting under a tree. He is having some rest and he ordered his younger brother Nakula climb the tree. He pointed at one tree and he said to Nakula, "Climb the tree, go to the top of the tree and look around whether you find any pool or river nearby." Nakula climbed the tree, looked around and said, "At a little distance I see water plants and cranes. There must certainly be water there." Crane. Crane means a white bird with a long legs and a long neck. Yudhishthira sent him to fetch some water to drink. Nakula was glad when he got to the place and saw that there was a pool. To fetch. To fetch means to bring. Glad. Glad means happy. When he dipped his hand in the transparent water, he heard a voice which said, "Stop, Nakula, do not drink. This pool belongs to me. O son of Madri, answer my questions and then drink the water." The invisible voice giving a warning to Nakula. "This pool belongs to me, so do not drink the water. Answer my question first and then you drink the water." Nakula was surprised but carried away by his intense thirst and heedless of the warning. He knelt down and began to drink the water. At once he began to feel terribly drowsy and he fell down to all appearance dead. Intense. Intense means deep. Intense thirst, deep thirst. Heedless. Heedless means noticeless, without caring that warning. Knelt down means to rest on the knees. Drowsy. Drowsy means sleepy. To all appearance dead means they seemed to be dead but not really so. Who is feeling sleepy here? Yes, Nakula. Because without noticing the warning of that invisible voice, he drank water and he feeling drowsy and he fell down. When Nakula did not return for a long time, Yudhishthira sent Sahadeva to see what the matter was. Sahadeva also ignored the warning. He drank the water and at once dropped down. When Sahadeva too failed to return. Yudhishthira sent Arjuna to see whether the brothers had met with any danger. Arjuna also ignored the warning. He drank the water and also fell down dead. After another anxious wait, Yudhishthira turned to Bhima. Dear brother, even Arjuna hasn't returned. Something terrible must have happened to our brothers. Please find them quickly. Bhima also did not heed the invisible voice warning and drank the water eagerly. And he also fell dead among his brothers. Anxious. Anxious means worried. Heed. Heed means notice. Eagerly. Eagerly means very past. Puzzled and worried that his brothers had not returned, Yudhishthira himself proceeded in the direction his brothers had taken. Puzzled means confused. When he came near a pool, he saw his poor brothers lying on the ground, to all appearance dead. He was shocked. He got into the pool because he was very thirsty. At once, a voice without form warned him, Your brothers died because they did not heed my words. Do not follow them. Answer my questions first and then quench your thirst. This pool is mine. The invisible voice says to Yudhishthira, This pool is mine, so you first answer my questions and then you drink the water. Quench. Quench means satisfy thirst by drinking something. Yudhishthira knew that these could be none other than the words of Yaksha and guessed what had happened to his brothers. He said to the Yaksha, Please ask your questions. The voice put questions rapidly, one after another. Without giving any time to think, the voice started to put questions. So, Yaksha started to ask questions one after another very rapidly. And Yudhishthira, he answered all those questions with a lot of patience. Okay, look at those questions and along with the Yudhishthira's answers. Very first question, Yaksha asked, What makes sun shine every day? Yudhishthira replied, The power of God. And second question, What rescues man in danger? Yudhishthira quickly answered, Courage. We have courage, we can do each and every one. Yes. Next question, Yaksha asked, What is more nobly sustaining than the earth? Yudhishthira replied, The mother who brings up the children. Yudhishthira say, Mother who brings up the children, because from our birth, when we take life to this earth, till that, so mother sustained a lot. What is faster than wind? Mind. Yes. Yudhishthira replied, Our mind is faster than wind. Obviously, our mind can go any way faster than wind. Next question. What befriends a traveler? Learning. Yudhishthira says learning. Learning is the friend of traveler. Who is the friend of one who stays at home? The wife. Yudhishthira quickly answers wife. Wife is the one. She is the friend of who stays at home. Yaksha asked, Which is the biggest vessel? Yudhishthira replied, The earth, which contains all within itself, is the greatest vessel. Yes, earth is the biggest vessel. Earth is the greatest vessel in this world because it has contained all of us within itself. Next question, What is happiness? Yaksha asked Yudhishthira, According to you, what is happiness? Yudhishthira replied, Happiness is the result of good conduct. Thus, the Yaksha posed many questions and Yudhishthira answered them all. Posed means asking. So here, Yaksha asked many questions rapidly one after another. Yudhishthira answered them all. In the end, the Yaksha asked, O king, one of your dead brothers can now be revived. Whom do you want revived? He shall come back to life. Yudhishthira chose Nakula. The Yaksha was pleased at this and asked Yudhishthira, Why did you choose Nakula? Tell me why you choose Nakula. Yudhishthira replied, O Yaksha, Kunti and Madri were the two wives of my father. I, a son of Kunti, I am surviving, and so she is not completely bereaved. So, to be fair, I ask that Madri's son Nakula be revived. Surviving. Surviving means to live or to exist. Bereaved. Bereaved means deprive. The Yaksha was pleased with Yudhishthira's impartiality and granted that all his brothers would come back to life. Yaksha was very happy because even at that difficulty, so here Yudhishthira he didn't give up his dharma. He chose Madri's son. He didn't have any partiality between his brothers. Yaksha was very happy. He granted again. He blessed them, all of your dead brothers can now revived, will come back to life. It was Yama, the lord of death, who had taken the form of the deer and the Yaksha, so that he might see his son Yudhishthira and test him. Finally, that Yaksha itself is Yama. Yama itself here is invisible voice. In the beginning, you have come to know. In the beginning, Pandavas were search of the deer. They were in the deep forest. That deer itself is Yama. Yama said, only a few days remain to complete the condition period of your exile in the forest. The 13th year will also pass by. Yama blessed, none of your enemies will be able to discover you. You will successfully fulfill your undertaking. And saying this, he disappeared.